Good morning. This is Pastor Lynde with Goodland United Methodist Church. We begin a new week today looking at God's purity and our humility. I come to you this morning from the book of Hebrews once more, and the 7th chapter, to talk with you about a priest whose name is Melchizedek. See how great Melchizedek was? Abraham, the father of the people, gave him a tenth of everything he captured. The descendants of Levi who receive the office of priest have a commandment under the law to collect a tenth of everything from the people who are their brothers and sisters, though they also are descended from Abraham. But Melchizedek, who is not related to them, received a tenth of everything from Abraham and blessed the one who had received the promises. Without question, the less important person is blessed by the more important person. In addition, in one case, a tenth is received by people who die. In another case, the tenth is received by people who continue to live according to the record. It could be said that Levi, who received a tenth, paid a tenth through Abraham because he was still in his ancestor's body when Abraham paid the tenth to Melchizedek. I don't know about you, but this is a whole lot of stuff that I don't necessarily always understand. But what follows is what's important. Perfection came through the Levitical office of priest. Why was there still a need to speak about raising up another priest according to the order of Melchizedek? Well, when the order of priests changes, there has to be a change in the law as well. And so the person we're talking about belongs to another tribe. No one ever served at the altar from that tribe. Happens all the time in our church. Pastors come and go. So this morning, let's take a look at what this means for us. The passage in Isaiah is the only one in the Bible that mentions seraphim or seraphs by name. We know about them as they have 6 wings. Well, this goes back into the Hebrews message. Perhaps the appearance of these heavenly beings is similar to human form, since one of them had hands to carry the hot coal to Isaiah's lips. However, there are still things that we can learn from them. The seraphim spend all their time serving in the presence of God. That's what Melchizedek did. He was the priest who led the people. Yet despite an eternity in God's service, they were still awed by the power and the majesty of their Creator. With their wing they covered their face and feet, too reverent even to look upon the face of God. Melchizedek is known as being a humble servant as he carried out his duties in the temple. These seraphims hover in the air, too modest even to walk on the ground along with our Lord. Melchizedek bowed down every chance that he got so that he could humble himself in the presence of God. He felt the beauty and the purity of God pressing in upon him. The good news is that God allows us into that same divine presence, not because we deserve it, but because Christ has already atoned for our sin. Sometimes we can become so used to this privilege, we take it for granted. Christian t-shirts declare, Jesus is our homeboy. But we forget that Yahweh is pure and God, holy God only.